As you heard, that explosion and fires caused evacuations across campus, with Texas Tech allowing students to get a head start on their spring break vacation.
KCBD News Channel 11's Jaden Santos is also live on campus to explain how students were affected by the events last night. Jaden?
Karen and Abner, the power outages were all across campus, affecting buildings, facilities, and even dorms. Talking to students earlier, they were telling me that their elevators weren't working and they couldn't even flush their toilets, and they were highly encouraged to wait and stay overnight and not to leave until this morning for spring break. Jasper Shoesmith, freshman at Chitwood Hall, was telling me earlier that he could not believe his eyes and what he saw when coming home from work last night.
And all hell broke loose. All the power was out. Everyone was like running around screaming. I had no idea what was happening. I tried to get back to my dorm room, but obviously all the power is out and everyone's like freaking out. Elevators aren't working. I was just nuts.
Lily Rocio, a freshman at Coleman Hall, says there wasn't much direction at first when the power went out at her dorm.
So RAs were saying that if you can leave, leave. If not, accommodations can be made, but they're not, official. So I think they were just finding out as much as we were at the same time.
Jasper Shoesmith at Chitwood Hall says trying to leave the dorms was another problem he and his girlfriend had to face.
My girlfriend lives on the 11th floor and I live on the 4th floor, so I was like, we just got to get our stuff and get out of here. We need to find somewhere to stay. The traffic was crazy. All the traffic lights were gone. There was police officers everywhere. So I just wanted to get out as soon as I could, really.
Although some of these students may have not had any clear answers at the time of panic, many of the students were working together, coming up with ideas to get out of the dorms.
I can tell that this is probably a first-hand experience for a lot of RAs, so I can tell that my RA was definitely frantic. But a lot of girls were being very resourceful. They were trying to go halves on hotels to stay for the night. Some were talking about sleeping in their cars. But people were just trying to figure out what to do.
Shoesmith says even though they got 2 extra days of spring break, with Texas Tech announcing the early closing of campus, he does not recommend the scary experience he and many others went through.
Because my mom went here and I asked her if something like this have ever happened, and she said no. So I feel like this is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of experience. It was pretty nuts, but I definitely would not recommend it. We got spring break early, so that's good, I guess. But it was pretty crazy.
Students living in residence halls are allowed to go back and get their belongings when going home. And for you students that are staying on campus throughout spring break, you are encouraged to contact University Student Housing if you have any questions or problems. The University Library and other buildings will be open at select time for you students to go. All this information will be released soon by the university. Karen and Abner, back to you.
Thank you, Jaden.